Hi everybody, why is there two... No, I always go for the wrong one. Hey. Hi everybody. One of the people in the universe, my name is Joey, welcome to the stream where my hair is really lopsided now. Can you tell I was laying down for a while on this side of my head? This side's all like puffy and this side's flat. Hold on, let me try to... We're gonna try to puff this up over the course of the stream. I just got up, I was laying down for a while. Can you tell? Hi. One of the universe, my name is Joey, welcome to the stream. Thanks you all so much for coming. I hope you're doing well. It's been a long couple of days. It's been like 10 days since I've streamed already, which is crazy because it feels like it's been like 2 seconds. It's hard to keep a consistent streaming schedule, you know? Thanks, Marsh. That means the world. Anyway, let me just try to fix this. Hold on. Okay, that did nothing. I still don't know how to do hair. Can you tell? I still don't know how to work this. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm having a time. You know how life is. Sorry. Money? Chat. Who was it? Average. Thank you so much. And Marshaller, hello. Converted from a Prime to a Tier 1 sub. Alright, Marsh. Thanks. Who still remember me after so long? Of course I... Come on now, what do you think of me? Our hype train is close. Thanks, Twitch.tv. Stop trying to get me to farm money. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I've been having a couple weeks. I have plenty to talk about, I think, today. First, let's talk about the shirt, Chad. Let's look at the shirt. I got a new shirt. Here's a big old 360. Here's the front. New shirt. Any new shirt enjoyers? I actually quite like it. I have a bunch of new shirts because I went to the thrift store over the weekend and it was a 50% off everything sale. So I got like 5 or 6 shirts. It was a great time. Actually, I do have a story to tell you all. That'll be the first story of the day. But yeah, how are all of you? How are you guys doing? Let me get out my shirt. This is just all my wash still back here that I have to do. Jeans. Anyway, let me tell you guys about the thrift store. Week happens every 7 days, of course, yeah. I know, I've had like an excessive week. Eating mad toast? Why is it mad? The toast's gone mad. Anyway, let's talk about the thrift store. So I had a time this week. It was my birthday. I'm sorry that the stream is referencing my birthday. It's not really for clout. It's just because I had to label the stream about 30 seconds before I started, and I forgot to. So it was like, ooh, what do I call this little thing? Yeah, so that was your week lasted 8 days. Shut up, Ace Raids. Get out. But yeah, so my birthday was on the 11th. It's been almost a week already, which is really upsetting, honestly, that time is going that quickly, because I have a project due in a couple weeks that I'm just not ready for at all, and I really need to get started on. But we don't need to talk about that right this second. Yeah, so I went home for the weekend to celebrate, do a couple of things, a couple different things, if you will. First thing that I did after getting home was sleeping, because I got home late. But then I got up on the morning of the 11th, my birthday, and I shipped off to... No, I didn't ship off to the place yet. I'll talk about the place in a minute. We went to the thrift store, my mom, my sister, and I. And I'm born on the 11th, November 11th, which I think is a pretty cool day. It's all ones, would make for a terrible passcode, but it's really neat. I think it's fun. I think it's a quirky little fact. But yeah, we went to the thrift store, and the thing about the 11th is that it's also Veterans Day. And at 2nd Avenue, everything is 50% off on Veterans Day. God bless the troops. And so I got so many shirts, Chad. I got like 5 shirts. It was great. It was like $20 for these 5 awesome shirts. This was one of them. All the other ones are currently in the wash, so I can't show you, but I will start to wear them as time goes on. But yeah, so I found like 5 shirts that I really liked, and I got them all. I actually initially tried on like 9 because I had this process where I just grab whatever I think is neat, and then I try them all on, and then I'm like, all right, this one doesn't fit, this one feels stupid, this one looks stupid, and I throw those back. So I ended up with like 5. But there was one shirt that was there that I think I have a picture of, actually. Hold on. I have a picture of this shirt because I took pictures of some of the shirts that I was trying on to ask for other people's opinions on them. And there was this one that I was like very iffy on. I was like, I don't know. I already have like 5 shirts and I'm not sure enough about this one. Like, I don't know if it suits me well. It feels a little big, a little clunky. I like it, but I don't know if I can pull it off. That kind of thing. Here it is. You can actually see it. I'm making a little face in the picture. Come on. There we go. It's a big shirt. Like, it's a very big shirt, but if you tuck it in like a little bit at the front, it looks kind of nice. So I wasn't sure about that picture. You were almost born on 666. You should have been. That would have been funny. Go back. Go back in. But yeah, so I didn't get the shirt. I was like, you know what? I already have enough shirts. I probably shouldn't because I'm not sure if I'm going to wear it. And there might be somebody else that will wear it. But as soon as we got in the car, Chad, as soon as we started to drive away, I was like, should have gotten this shirt. I was like, damn, I should have gotten it. That was my mistake. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. And so the next day, I had a party, actually. Like, I had a whole thing the rest of Friday, so I couldn't go back for it. But Saturday, I was like, and we'll come back to Friday in a minute. I went to New York, saw John Mulaney. Great man, very funny. Saturday, boom, Saturday morning. I had something to do Saturday morning, but Saturday afternoon, I was like, oh, I went to the movies with my cousin Saturday morning. But after that, I was like, I have like 2 hours until I have to go to this birthday party for one of my friends. I'm going to go find it. I thought it would be a difficult task because I've done this once before, chat. I went in with very low expectations. A few months ago, I went to a similar thrift store called Goodwill, also close to my house, and I found this really cute shirt that I liked that I really wish I had gotten. It's actually was very similar to this one because it was also an Old Navy shirt. This is a steal. This was probably $40 at Old Navy. It was $4. I got it for $4. Just saying. Anyway, it was a steal. Okay, anyway. So there was a shirt very similar to this, like similar feel and similar like color and stuff. And I had like a big mountain on it, and I think it said like take more detours or something. It was something cheesy, but I really liked it and it was really comfy and it looked good on me. But I didn't get it because I didn't feel comfortable enough yet in like that kind of clothes. I feel more comfortable in it now. That's where we're at. But I didn't get it. And I had the same experience and I went back the next day. And when I tell you I hunted through that entire store looking for it. Like I went through the entire place. Somebody had gotten there before me. So this time, I went in with the exact same expectations. I was like, somebody might have already taken it. Don't be too upset when it's gone. But hey, we're going to try anyway. It's still 50% off because Veterans Day weekend. Let's see, maybe they still have it. Chat. When I tell you it was the 5th shirt on the rack. It was the 5th shirt on the rack. I walked over to like the rack, like where all the long sleeve shirts were. And I started going, I looked up my phone, looked at a picture real quick, and I was like, okay, gray shirt, big white line down the sleeve. That'll be easy to find. Like, I'll know it if I see it. Nope. Oh, there it is. That was it. I was in the thrift store that afternoon, maybe for like 4 minutes. Nice shirt. Why not wear for stream? Because I have this shirt as well. That's also nice. Do you just not like this one? Guys? Hello? Hello? Thanks, Ace. Mainly because I haven't washed it yet. So I should probably wash it before I wear it. You know, I don't think that the thrift store washes the clothes they get from strangers. I should probably wash it. This is washed. I haven't washed that one yet because I got it after my mom like washed all my new thrift store clothes, and I just haven't felt like doing the wash yet. But yeah, I found this shirt. Isn't that cool? And I found it right away. I found it so soon. Kyle, thank you for the 200 bits. Jesus, thank you. But yeah, I found it so freaking fast. I had like set up my time so that I had like 30 minutes at the thrift store before I had to go to a party. Because I had a party that night, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the thrift store. Hopefully I'll find it within like 30 minutes, or I'll give myself like 30 minutes to look around. And then I will, you don't like the pocket? I like the pocket. The pocket makes me happy. I think it would look too samey with just stripe. I don't know. I do have a lot of shirts that are just striped, no pocket, and I think that they both look fine. I don't know. Marshaller, thank you for the 200 bits. Jesus Christ. Thanks, folks. You guys are helping me. Actually, with the subs and the bits combined, you guys have paid off my bus fares today. Thanks. I think I paid $5 in bus fees today. So thanks. We'll get to that later. I had a really weird experience. Someone remind me to talk about the girls on the bus. Anyway, but yeah, so I allotted like 30 minutes to search for this shirt, and I found it. Literally, there was maybe four minutes between me leaving my car and getting back with the shirt. At max, 5 minutes. It was wild. So I sat in the parking lot for a few minutes. I was like, huh, I'm supposed to be at my girlfriend's house for another 30 minutes to pick her up. Am I just gonna sit here? I ended up just getting to her house obscenely early. I don't know. It was wild. It was an interesting time. Yeah, so the thrift store was fun. That was like a Friday morning and Saturday afternoon type thing, but I did a lot this weekend. Most of Friday, the main attraction, the reason I was home was because I went to New York. I went to Long Island, New York to see John Mulaney. I haven't seen him in a year. I saw him way back in October of 2021 with my uncle to see his tour from scratch. And for my birthday, my girlfriend bought me tickets to go see John Mulaney with her in New York. And so we went, and Chad, he's John Mulaney. I don't know what you expected. He's hilarious. He's incredible. Love that man with all my life. He's problematic a little bit, to say the least, because of his existence the past year, 2 years. But he's really funny. He's my favorite middle-aged white man, you know? I don't know. He's my comfort middle-aged white man. Sue me, okay? The tour, it was mostly the same. It was really interesting seeing it again and like picking up on what was different and what was the same, that kind of thing. But it was just really good. It's still really good, and it was really funny. There was a lot of bits that I forgot about that I was like, wow, that's really funny. I forgot that existed. I loved it, and I really hope that this comes out on Netflix at some point so I can watch it again. Oh, I did not know that even happened. Ace Raids, that's crazy. I bet if they put every One Piece episode on, like if they put a One Piece episode on every screen of New York City and played them simultaneously, it would still take them over a year to play all the episodes. Oh, Marsh. Buddy. I have bad news. Do you guys want to tell him? Oh my god. Someone beat you to it. Nice. Good work, lady. That was good. That was good, lady. I'm proud of you. So many bad takes today. What are my other bad takes? One Piece was funny. That was just a statistic about how many episodes there are, okay? What was my other bad take? That this shirt sucks? Ace, do you want to fight? I think I look great. Oh, from Marsh. Good. Marsh bad takes. Okay, that's fine. Um. Anyways, so I went to see John Mulaney. He was lovely. Long Island, never seen it before. Didn't really see it much. We just kind of drove there in like this theater and then dropped off, picked back up, gone. But it was nice. It smelled different for sure because that's how New York is. Look back in chat. I don't think I want to. I saw you guys going while I was doing the thrift store story, and it was scary. It really worried me. But yeah, so that was Friday. I got home late. Like, I got home Saturday morning at like probably like 1 or 2. And then it was Saturday. Started off Saturday. Went to go see my cousin and my uncle, who I haven't seen in a while. I haven't seen my cousin since the summer, actually, so it was very nice. I missed him very much. So it was very nice to see him. We went to see a movie. Me, my dad, my uncle, and my cousin, we all went to see Wakanda Forever, the new Black Panther movie. I don't know if I'm just like tired of Marvel movies or something, or like if I was tired of being disappointed by Marvel movies, but my expectations were very low, I think. Like, I don't know. Like, I saw Thor in theaters. I was like, my expectations were on the floor, and I was like, that was fine. Like, because I had heard that it was terrible. So I went in and I was like, yeah, that was alright. There were a couple funny bits. That was about it. But now, a few months out, I don't remember a single thing that happened, which is crazy, except Christian Bale was hot. I mean, good. And there was another Marvel movie that came out this year, probably, that I just can't remember. What Marvel movie came out this year? The CGI was not bad for. There was like it looked her suit looked a little odd, like her Mark II. The Mark I looked hot. Like it was great. It was really cool. I wish I could have it. Multiverse of Madness. Multiverse of Madness was good, but so much less than I wanted, I think. And then so I came into this having seen those two movies, being like, oh, that was a little disappointing, and oh, that was okay, but my expectations were on the floor. And the last TV show from Marvel that I had seen was She-Hulk. Like there's just been a lot of like, oh, that was fine. Like, that's how everything with Marvel is for me nowadays, is that there's like one thing that's like, oh, that was good. Like for She-Hulk, it was like Tatiana Maslany was awesome as She-Hulk. Like, I loved her. I thought she was great in the role, and Daredevil was good. But the rest of the show was like, oh, that's fine. Thor. Maybe there wasn't that one thing. Oh, wait, no, Christian Bale was that one thing, and then the rest of Thor was like, oh, that's fine. Multiverse of Madness. The visuals were pretty cool. Wanda was cool at points if you don't think about it too hard. It was like, oh, that was cool. And then the rest was like, oh, that was fine. Moon Knight, Oscar Isaac's performance was incredible, like really incredible. The rest was like, oh, that was fine. Miss Marvel, the first few episodes were really, really good. Like, I love the first few episodes of Miss Marvel. Makes it one of my favorite Marvel shows, but the rest was like, oh, it's fine. And then I went to see Black Panther. Expectations, middle. I can't say any of my expectations are high anymore because it's Marvel. But, like, they were above average now. And chat. This movie was awesome. It was great. I don't know if my expectations are just so, like, on the floor now that it, like, was... But it was great. I don't know, dude. Maybe I need to see it again. Maybe it's recency bias, but I think it's one of my favorite Marvel movies. Like, it was... I don't know. Like, I don't know what it was. It was great. Like, it was great. The first Black Panther movie I saw it well after it actually came out. I didn't see it in theaters. I think I saw it on Netflix at some point. And I was like, oh, that was alright. Like, I didn't like it that much. Not a big fan. I liked Killmonger. And Chadwick Boseman's performance was obviously awesome. But, I don't know. It was meh. Never a big fan of the first one. I did like Black Panther and Civil War, though. And then I went in and saw this movie. It was great. I loved it. Literally, like, it's the best looking Marvel movie, and I will stand by that. So many of the shots are gorgeous. I'd want a poster of them on my wall. Best shot Marvel movie. Some of the best performances in Marvel. Like really, like they were incredible. Like everybody was going for it. I know that there's been a lot, I think, of talk about Angela Bassett just like going for it, like swinging for the fences, like she was gonna like go broke if this movie didn't do well. She was awesome. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Letitia Wright was great. Like she was awesome. I was worried really about like who's gonna be the main focus of the movie. Like who's the main character now that Chadwick Boseman sadly passed. But she did like great. Like she took over so well, like the main character role. The new Black Panther is really cool. I'm not gonna like spoil that. Obviously, I'm not gonna spoil the movie for you guys. But the villain was awesome. There was like this one scene in particular I could think of, with I'm trying to remember Letitia Wright's character's name, but I literally can't for the life of me right now. This is really sad. This is really bad. Why can't I remember her name all of a sudden? Oh well, whatever. But yeah, there's one scene in particular with her character, like probably 2/3 of the way through the movie, that was just awesome. Like that I just did not see coming, that I loved. It's just a really good movie. Like it's well put together. It makes sense. I loved it. Riri Williams, like the character of Ironheart. I think the actress's name is Dominique Thorne, if I'm correct. She was great. I've heard a lot of complaints about her online, like by people who are just like, oh, they're just making another female version of a character. She's not. She's great. Like she is actually important to the plot, which is cool. Like I know some people were worried that she was just gonna be like, hey, I'm Ironheart, come watch my TV show, and then leave. No, she's like actually important to the plot and changes it and is like a key focus. So that's cool. Like I said, her Mark 1 armor is like the coolest thing. Like you don't really see it a lot, but what you do see is really cool of it. The Mark 2 kind of looks like a Power Ranger suit, but I'm hoping it'll get better. It was just a really well done movie. I really liked it a lot. I think it's probably my favorite from Phase 4. Like one of my favorite things from Phase 4 in total. Like WandaVision might still edge it out. My plan at some point is that now that Phase 4 is like done, I'm gonna like rewatch all the shows or something, or like all the movies and shows, and see like how it feels. I don't know. But yeah, it was a really good movie. I liked it a lot. Solid movie. Best thing Marvel's made in a while. The best looking Marvel movie ever. Like it's really pretty. Yeah. It was good to be reminded that Marvel can do really great stuff. That was fun. I'm excited for the next phase again. And I'm excited, honestly, to see more of... Hold on, I need to look up her name because this is going to bug me so bad. I cannot believe that I don't remember. Letitia Wright. Black Panther. Name. Shuri. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Okay, Shuri. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what they do with her next. And like even like everybody in the movie. I'm so excited. Yeah. Sick. So I saw that with my cousin and my uncle. They also liked it. I think that my cousin and uncle said that they liked the first one more. My dad doesn't remember the first one. He also, like, everybody liked it, but I was really like, I was excited. It was really fun. I had a great time. I really loved it. I want to watch it again. Yeah, that was it for that. Then I went to the thrift store. Got the shirt. When this Black Panther movie come out? Literally on my birthday, 5 days ago. It's very recent. Don't worry. It hasn't been out for too long. I also watched Don't Worry, Darling on my computer. I think Thursday night or Friday night. Yeah. Don't Worry, Darling is a movie for sure. I like it. If you guys don't know what Don't Worry, Darling the movie is, it's a movie starring Florence Pugh, who I've just been on a real kick for recently, I guess. I don't know. A lot of the movies I've seen have just been like her movies. Like I watched Midsummer a couple weeks ago. Yeah. That's a lot. It was a lot. But it was good, and she's great. And so I watched Don't Worry, Darling. It had like a bunch of drama around it. It's a movie with her and Harry Styles that had like a ton of drama behind the scenes, all that crap. And it's gotten like such mixed reviews. Like some people saying like, oh, this is trash. Some people saying this is a masterpiece. And I was like, we'll see how this goes. And so I watched it, and it was good. It was pretty good. Wasn't great. There were a lot of parts that I was like, especially near the end, that I was like, why? Or what? Or how? Or why? Again, why? There was just a lot of like shaky bits, especially near the end. And like they could have done some stuff better. There was actually, I watched a video, I don't remember the creator's name, this is really bad. Oh, Amanda the Jedi, there we go. Who like went over a lot of the previous, like the earlier drafts of the script. And it's like, why didn't they use those? There's like the previous drafts of the script. Oh, thanks for the sub, Marshaller. I think it finally came through. Thank you. But yeah, it was the earlier drafts of the script, just like looking at what like was shown, it looks so much better. Like in the previous drafts, like there's much better like foreshadowing, because like there's a big twist near the end, and it's like there were so many better ways to do this story that they had written and they didn't do, and it makes me so sad. Because like the concept of the movie is really cool. There it is. The concept of the movie in general is really, really cool and interesting, and I wish that they had done it better. The way that they did it was fine. Like, it was okay. It was a good watch. Maybe I'll watch it again one day. But the ways that they could have done it were so much cooler. That's my thoughts on Don't Worry, Darling. Just a random question for everyone, but what movie do you feel you have to watch in order for it to feel like Christmas? My dad and sister always watch Elf. That's a big one in my house. My dad likes to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Or at least he likes to talk about it. I don't think he watches it that much, but he at least mentions it. I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's like any Die Hard Christmas movie that I watched. Die Hard. Sorry. It's really bad that I can't remember any Christmas movies. I always do watch some. Like, I'll usually watch The Grinch. Oh, I love Klaus. Chad, if you haven't watched Klaus, I recommend it to death. It's an hour and a half long. It's on Netflix. It's great. It's an animated movie. It deserves more love. I'm trying to see. These are just like all stupid Christmas rom-coms. I'm trying to find like the actual Christmas classics. I like the old, like the really old Rudolph movie. Like a lot of those old stop motion things are fun. It's a Wonderful Life I've seen. Nightmare Before Christmas I've seen, though I do think that's more of a Halloween movie. A Christmas Story I've seen, it's good. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's no like one Christmas movie that I watch every year. Except maybe Polar Express. I do watch Polar Express quite a bit. I haven't watched it more recently. Dad! Mom! How many rolls of film? Hi to you too. Did you text me? Oh, you did. That's crazy. That's wild. Maybe like, I don't know, however many you think is good. I think I got 6 of each for the original start of class. So maybe like 6. Chad, it's my parents. Say hi to my parents. Chat, my parents are here. Wait, what do you... Parents, what is a classic Christmas movie that we have to watch every year? Let's see if my dad gets this right. Good work, Dad. Hi, chat. I'm so proud of you. Dad, answer this correctly. What are the Christmas movies that you watch every year? Alright, my mom went for It's a Wonderful Life. That's fair. There it is. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. What did I tell you, chat? Dad, there's one other one that you always watch. Oh, I guess there it is. Thanks, Mom. Thank you. That's all. There it is. Yeah, I guess they all have like their own things. My mom always defaults to It's a Wonderful Life. My dad goes to National Lampoon, and my sister goes for Elf. I don't. I kind of just find different ones. I don't know if there's any one Christmas movie that I really lean towards. Christmas Story. Yeah, you like a Christmas Story too. I don't know if there's any one that I really lean toward. I mean, I did like Polar Express a lot, as I was saying. I haven't watched it as much recently. I think I watched it a few years in a row a while back. But now I don't know. There's not much. Like, I usually just try to find one around Christmas. Like, I found Klaus, I think, 2 years ago, maybe now, which is, such a great movie. It's really good. Like, I loved it. Yes, my mom loves Polar Express. I had the old Polar Express book when I was a kid, and I believe I took it with us to school when my mom was, like, a moderator or a lunch lady or something. Not a lunch lady. I don't know. You did something where you, like, watched the kids, and I came with you, and I brought my Polar Express book. It's very, like, in the back of my head, but I can feel it. It's somewhere through the hair. So to dig through and find it. One with the Ghost of Christmas Past. So that's A Christmas Carol. I was right, it was a lunch, Mom. Yeah. I'm killing it, chat. Anyways, let's trek on. Where was I? We had... I don't remember. Oh, Wakanda Forever, and then I talked about the Don't Worry Darling that I watched. What was after that? Then Bye Parents. Everyone wave bye to my parents. Bye Parents. Thanks for your help. Sorry that I didn't respond to your text. Love you to death. Bye-bye. The temptation to make a joke is so there, but I think my parents take it seriously. I was going to say, like, oh, let's start swearing now. I'm kidding. I don't. I love you. There's more in the text. Check later. Yeah, they were like, oh, guitar bags. So true. I'll look. Love you. Okay, so I was kidding, by the way. I don't swear. The chat knows this, but you might not. So the birthday party. We're on Saturday now. We went from movie to thrift store to birthday party. I got the shirt, but we went to the party next. It was nice. My friend Elena, who you all know. Elena from Mischief Night. My good friend. She and I, fun fact, we share a birthday. We are both November 11th babies, which was cool. You can start smoking that weed now. Thank God. We can pass the pipe around again. We can start talking about, yeah. But yeah, so Elena, good friend of mine that you all now know from Mischief Night, we share a birthday, and I was graciously invited to her Sweet 16. I was like, oh, cool, thanks. And so I dressed up like Arthur, and I showed up to the Euphoria-themed birthday party. I'm not kidding. Hold on. See, I didn't really realize it at the time that I dressed up like Arthur, but in retrospect, and like when somebody pointed it out to me, I was like, oh, yeah, I did. Hold on. Where is a good picture? Hold on. There you go. I dressed up like Arthur, chat. That's me as Arthur in Arthur cosplay. Whoops. I was excited. I thought that it looked good. I thought it was a good outfit. And it is a good outfit. I think it looks pretty good. That's one of my new shirts. It looks like really weird brownish yellow, like a really weird brownish yellow in that, but it's an orange. It's an orange shirt, which is new for me. It was really fun. And I put on a pair of jeans and like a little collar under it to try that out. It looks pretty good, I think. But yeah, it did look like Arthur cosplay. So, whoops. We'll fix that for next time. And I went to the party. It was really fun. Orange. Orange? You gonna say orange? Is that what you want me? How do you want me to say it? Wait, what? Orange. Red, green, blue. I made a film called Orange. You don't get to decide how I say it. Like, hello? Orange? Oh, you want me to say orange? Orange? Aren't you so funny? Anyway. Moving on. Party was fun. We went for like 3 hours. I didn't really do much. The food was good. They had like very me food. They had like cheesesteaks and burgers and fries and chicken tenders, and I was like, cool, this is great. Um, I got to watch some of my friends dance. Like they're all theater kids, so it's always fun watching the theater kids go on stage and have to do like normal dancing. Mainly my friend Chris, love him to death. The best dancer I know. It was so fun. He was just going for it all night. He was having such a great time. It was so fun watching him dance. Like he's so fun. He's so cool. Um yeah, it was a nice night. It was nice to see everybody again. A lot of those people I haven't seen in a long time. Um so that was very nice. Sunday, I got up and I went back here. I feel like I might have done something before that, but I don't remember. I don't think I did. I left in like the afternoon though. Why? I guess I just didn't feel like leaving. Yeah. Yeah, I got back here at like 3 or something. And that's when the filming started, chat. That's what kickstarted the rest of my week to this point. Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night, I was busy filming something. Fun fact. I actually have to start speedrunning this because I only have a half hour left until I have to go to a movie. I wonder what movie's tonight. Do I have it on my thing? I don't. Cool. Yeah, so Sunday night. Let me start telling you guys about The Signal again. The Signal is this little content group that I'm in that the goal of it is really to raise awareness for like against pre-professionalism at Penn, which is like try to open up people's minds to alternate career paths, try to get people to like chill out once in a while because everyone's always so focused on like being super professional before they even have to leave college, always worrying about internships and like all that big stuff. Like I don't remember any of the big words, but there's a lot of things. Internship's the only one that's coming to my mind right now, but there's a lot of them. I don't know, but they make a bunch of like games, and they're starting to work on video series and like these things called anti-resumes, which were like kind of talk about everything you're bad at on a resume instead of everything you're good at. I don't know exactly. I just joined this year, which is pretty funny because I think I'm one of the only freshmen in the entire group. And people keep getting surprised when they ask me what year I am, and I say I'm a freshman. They're like, "Wow, you're a freshman?" It's like, "Yeah, I am." So I don't know if that's good or not. Yeah. So Sunday was my first filming day for The Signal. I'm a part of 4 teams. 3 of their video teams up and coming. They haven't released any videos yet, but they're starting to. And I'm on 3 video teams and 1 of their card games. So that was fun. We had our first filming day for Existential Bread, which is basically a little dinner party. We had 5 students from Penn, all of like different walks of life, different ages, kind of come together and have a discussion over a small dinner about legacy and what they imagine their perfect day to be, like what's their life's purpose, that kind of stuff. Like a really existential conversation over food, hence the name Existential Bread. I enjoyed it. And it was really fun. I actually did have a really good time. I was very tired because I ate breakfast that day at like 10 and didn't get to eat anything until after Existential Bread was done at like 8. I did a lot of running that day because we were filming about 3 blocks from where I live. So I had to go down there, start setting up. All they had were these dinky little camcorder things to film with. And I was like, this is going to look bad. Do you guys want me to go get my DSLR from my room? And they were like, yes. And I went, okay. And so I ran all the way down there just before production started and ran all the way back over to the place, got checked back in, went in and set up my camera. And then we set up, we filmed. It was great. I feel like there was another time that I did it. I can't remember for the life of me. But anyway, before we started filming, but I don't know. We filmed. It was great. It was about like an hour and 20 minutes. It was a long shoot. It's going to be a real pain in my butt to edit because we had 3 cameras going. We had my friend Henry, who's the other videographer, filming on his phone. We had a DSLR in the middle, filming just like a whole wide shot of everybody. And then we had me on the left, filming close-ups of people. Same with Henry, but with my like big bulky camera down there, my usual camera. the camera in the middle shut off once for the 30-minute timer, and so did mine, and I didn't realize it did that. Henry kept like turning his phone off and on. So it's just gonna be a real pain to align all that footage. But once we get there, it's gonna be great. Then we were left with a bunch of SD cards from the mic, from the cameras. And so once again, we were like, oh, we need a card reader. Joey, do you have a card reader? Yes, I do. Would you mind running your all these SD cards to your room and reading the cards on your PC? Sure. And so I once again ran the 3 blocks to my room, scanned all the SD cards into my computer, ran all the way back, dropped off my stuff. It was now 8 p.m. Chat, the thing I haven't told you about yet is that, as I mentioned already, that I was pretty damn hungry. I had eaten at 10 o'clock that day and didn't get to eat anything for like 10 hours. The thing I've been withholding from you. In the main cafeteria where I eat 1920 Commons, there was mozzarella sticks that night. They've never had mozzarella sticks as far as I've known, and I wanted me some goddamn mozzarella sticks. Because I haven't had them in so long, and I missed mozzarella sticks. I was getting tired of my diet of cheeseburger and fries, and I needed the incredible cheesiness of mozzarella sticks in my face hole. So I had spent most of that day grinding, working, crunching numbers, pushing data, pressing record and stop recording with all of my might to get to those mozzarella sticks. All that running back and forth. I had built up such an appetite. I was ready. It was 8 o'clock. I dropped off the SD cards back in the building and I went, I gotta go eat. There was actually a meeting in Commons for all the newbies in the Signal, and I had to go, and I kind of pushed us to do Commons that night just because I wanted to get these damn mozzarella sticks and leave. And I got there, I burst into the scene, scanned myself in, scanned the other person in because they didn't have any swipes, and because they don't have the dining plan, which is really annoying because I'm almost out of guest swipes now. Scan them in. I go upstairs, burst through the doors, get my cheeseburger, my fries, and I look over. They were out of mozzarella sticks. I was too late. I hadn't eaten for over 10 hours at this point, and I had been working on a film set for nearly 3 hours. It was 8:30. Commons closes at 9:30, I believe. Yes, 9:30 on Sundays. I worked my butt off all day for these mozzarella sticks and got nothing in return. Let's talk about the time that I almost died on the subway. Anyway, we're on to Monday now. That's the end of that. I went home. The end. Did I watch a movie? No, I didn't. Anyway, movies. I have to watch a movie almost every night now for a film culture class that I'm in. We have to watch 13 movies in a semester, like downstairs in the theater, and I haven't gone to enough, so now I'm going like every day to make up for it. Anyway, let's keep going. 2 farmers in Poland die because of a stray missile. Yes, I know, World War III might be upon us. Let me talk about my goddamn mozzarella sticks. Who just followed me for that? That's crazy that you listen to that story. Raid Wolf, thank you for the follow. I was going to say, I don't get any new people around here. That's not what we do anymore. We just sit here stagnant. Anyways, let's talk about the thing. So now we're on Monday, chat. Back to school. I did not want to go so bad, but I did. I was so sad to go back to school, but I did it. Oh, other things Sunday night. I wrote my entire op-ed in an hour. An op-ed is like a 600 to 750 word, around 3-page paper about like your given topic, like an argumentative paper that I had to write. And I was like, ooh, forgot about that. And I blasted through it in an hour. Hello, Fran. Fran, go to bed. God damn. Hi, Fran. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Yes, I blasted through the op-ed. It's actually, I'll share it with you guys eventually. I'm hoping The goal with the op-eds is to get it like drafted a few times and then published. So if I get it published, I'll send you all a link. If I become a published writer, that'd be a fun side quest. If not, I'll send it to you anyway, just not on the website that I'm trying to get it published by. The bottom screen ads that exist. That's better than on-screen ads, so I don't mind. Yeah. So that was really cool. I had a great time with writing the op-ed at 1 in the a.m. awake because there was a fire alarm, so I was awoken and had to stand outside in the rain. Ooh. I'm sorry. I hope you get a towel. Dry yourself off. Get some warmth. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't disturb you too much, or I hope it doesn't disturb you anymore. Hot shower's a good idea. Mayhaps. I have a 9 a.m. lecture. You got a little while. Dry yourself off a little bit. Hop back in bed. I believe in you. Ace, wait, really? Oh, you did. One of my friends, I think, lives closer to you than I do, and they also got snow. So true. Yeah, wrote the whole op-ed. We got a draft. People actually liked that. I got like an average grade of like an A, which was like cool because I had 3 peer reviews. I got an A, an A minus, and a B plus, and I was like, wow, that's an average of an A minus, but whatever. How do you know where I live? You've told me several times, Ace Rates. You used to mention it like every 5 minutes. Unless you moved. You might have moved. I don't know. Not like your address, like just the general state, I guess. Maybe the city? I don't think that you live this far east, though. I think just the state. Anyway. So Monday, I had a job, chat. In case you forgot, I used to have a job for the Eagles. I used to work as a photographer for the Eagles. And guess what? We had gig number 3. We were back into it, boys. We hit them up. My good old social media manager brought us back in. They were like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's the guy, actually. He's in the credits of Mischief Night, Mr. Simmons. He's really cool. He texted me and was like, "Hey, Mischief Night was great. Happy I could help." He did help me a little bit. I think I talked about that in the behind the scenes. He helped me with some audio troubles with Elena and Jess. And so he texted me and he was like, "Hey, Mr. Night was great. Nice work. I think I might have a job for you in a couple weeks, maybe to work on a commercial kind of thing." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, whatever you need." I didn't fully expect him to ever remember it or follow up on it. But a couple days ago, he texted me and was like, "Hey, can you work the Eagles game this weekend? I want to try to do that commercial." And I was like, "Sure, let's do it." I love money and doing photography for a national sports team. Let's do it. And so we hopped in. The one problem with getting this money, the field that the Eagles play on is several miles away, a 20-minute drive, in fact, from where I currently live. And I, pray tell, don't have a car. And an Uber during prime time for an Eagles game for a 20-minute drive, $50 plus. Chat, that was like how much money I'd make that night. $50 one way. So $100 total. I don't expect to make more than like $40 from that night because I was only working like 3 hours. So I don't know, maybe $50 for that night. I'm not going to pay $100 to make $50. You see what I'm saying? So we stepped in the public transportation route. First, it started with SEPTA, which is the lovely little transportation system, public transportation around here. I hopped on for a little while, found the bus. It was my first time on a SEPTA bus in like 4 years. It's been a hot minute, but it was fun. It was enjoyable. And then I hopped off. I was more downtown this time, a little closer. Then I hopped into the subway. I haven't been in the subway in a very long time, Chad, let me tell you. But I rode the subway all the way down. It took a while to get there. I started thinking about like, if I got pushed into the subway grate, like how would I survive? And I figured it out. I think that you can just lay in like the track and it won't run you over because there's like giant dips in the track. Anyways, yeah, it was good. It was a good ride. It was annoying. Like there were a lot of loud people, but I lived. It cost some money, which is a pain, but that's how public transportation is for you. um, yeah, I rode it was probably like a 45-minute to an hour long travel. And I got there. I walked like half a mile after that. And I got there and it was great. And I was like, hey, I made it. Where's the big man? Where's the man in charge? Where's Simmons? I asked my coworker and they went, oh, he's not here. Interesting. Do tell. He had a whole side quest that I didn't know about, that he didn't mention. He's not the most organized man in the world. Love him to death. But he says yes to everything and is really bad at saying no when someone asks him for something. And a company that he really needed the job from, like to get that connection back with them, because he hadn't been like connecting with them for a while, called him a few weeks before and was like, hey, can you work this movie premiere for us? And he said, oh yeah, sure. And they moved the date apparently, like super last minute, to the night of the game. And they moved the location, which upsets me because apparently the original location was supposed to be on my college campus, so I would have gotten another damn job. I love money. But anyway, that's fine. I won't cry. I already did. So I went and he wasn't there. And I had to text him. I was like, hey, so I'm here. What do you exactly want me to do tonight if you're not here? And he was like, hey, because like everybody was already manning their booths and stuff. Like I didn't have a booth. I was filming a commercial for him. He was like, hey, can you just try to get like some shots of people using the booth, people having fun, like a lot of stuff. And so I did my best. I didn't really know what to do. So I took a good amount of footage of like people using it, people like getting the photos, like showing the prints, some of the people working the booths. Like, I don't know. I didn't really know what to do. I took a bunch of pictures of people like walking around, enjoying the game, and then I left. The fun thing about this company is that it's mostly a pre-game thing. We're usually done like and packed up by the end of the first quarter because we're just there for like the first like 2 hours before the game starts. And so by the time we were done, Simmons is back. He finished the movie premiere and he was helping us pack up and put all the stuff in his van. He starts going around the circle asking us like, how are you guys all getting home? Keep in mind, chat, to film this commercial, I did have my $3,000 camera with me because I had to, because that was my job, was to film the stuff for him. And so he was like checking everybody like, how are you guys all getting home? And I said, I'm taking the subway, like the silly little boy that I am. And he went, you're what? I was like, yeah, that's how I got here. He was like, all right, be careful, text me every step of the way. And I went, okay. And I walked away and started walking my half mile to the subway station. By the time I got there, I got a call from Simmons. And he was like, dude, I'm around the corner. Come find my car. I'm driving you back. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like, I'm okay. I can do it. I'll be all right. And he was like, come find my damn van, you stupid little... No, he's very sweet. He drove me back here because he was very worried about me bringing expensive equipment on the subway, especially at night now when there was a bunch of drunk Eagles fans in the subway, which probably a good choice. Thanks for the ride. Love him to death. He's a sweetie. We talked for a while about a couple different things. I think I have another project with him in a couple weeks. We love getting gigs. We love gigs. Chat, I had to bring the camera with me. Like, there's nothing I could have done. I needed the camera to do my job. I had to be able to do my job. Hello? I had to be able to do my job. That's a felony, lady. It's a felony. Anyway. So that is now the second day in a row that I was filming something. Sunday I had to film Existential Bread. Monday I was filming this commercial. Tuesday, class again. So tired. Didn't want to go. But Tuesday, Another class. After class. Hot Ones. That is another video team for the Signal that I'm on. We had another project that we were filming on Tuesday at 5:30. I kind of forgot. I wasn't really into it, but I was like, hey, when are we doing this? Turns out I was the sole videographer on the project, and they were like, yeah, 5:30, this place, come on down. It's about 3 blocks away in the other direction from where we filmed Existential Bread. And I was like, cool, see you then. 5:30, boom, we're there. Hot Ones, we begin. First off, remember the other project, the Existential Bread project, where I mentioned kind of like that my camera was the best camera on the set? I don't know if I mentioned that directly, but you can kind of infer it. Because like we had these little camcorders and DSLRs, and then one of them was literally filming on their phone. My camera was the weakest one there. I was like, wow. We were in this fancy building, like a whole studio with a whole lighting rig and everything. Like, it was crazy. It was so cool. And I was in charge of all the video. Like, I was in charge of it. I was like, whoa, I have so much power. I have so much power. You guys might have seen the screen or the picture that I put on Discord. But yeah, I was running 2 of these absolutely massive cameras. Hold on, there we go. 2 of these absolutely massive boys. These massive bachunkers. 2 of those, and then my DSLR in the middle, filming like a wide shot of them both. Let me see if I can find like a better. Here's the whole crew. Why aren't you turning? There we go. That's me taking the picture, and then there's a couple people back here, and that's the person that we were interviewing. That's the host in the gray. Yeah, so I got to run this whole production with like a 3-camera setup, a big fancy lighting rig. It was really neat. I got to make decisions about how it looked. There was like this really stupid green screen in the back that I was like, this isn't gonna look good or work at all. Let's take it out. And so like we redid the entire back, like the entire set, just because I said, this looks stupid, let's fix this. And I was like, whoa, this is so cool, I have power. But yeah, so we filmed it. It was really good. It ran for about 30 to 40 minutes. And I'm actually really excited to edit that one. I think it went really smoothly. And I actually think that one's going to be really fun. I already edited the first Hot Ones video. That should be coming out soon. I'll probably put it in Discord or something when it's actually done and uploaded. Because it is done. I finished it like last week. I'm currently finishing up their next video called Where We Stand. Woo! And then I have to go to Existential Bread and then the next Hot Ones video, which will be fun. I'm excited. Hopping around has been a lot of fun. But yes, that was the 3rd day in a row of filming. Thing I forgot to mention, it was pouring rain. And it was like drizzling on my way there, which was fine. I had to lug a giant whiteboard, probably like 2 feet by 3 feet. Yeah, it's a big whiteboard for part of the Hot Ones interview, because we needed one last minute. And I was like, I have one. They were like, okay, bring it. And I was like, okay. So I had my giant $3,000 DSLR in one hand, 2 foot by 3 foot whiteboard in the other hand, waddling down the street in the Hi Bean God Beans. Sorry, I should not have yelled. My roommates probably can hear me. But yes, I was waddling down in the little drizzle on my way there. Actually stuffed my DSLR like inside my hoodie so that it didn't get wet. And then we are on our way out. Actually, I think I set off an alarm somehow. I still don't know how. I opened the door like to the building and the alarm started going off. And I was like, huh. No officers are coming to attack me. So I'm just going to let it go off. And I did. That's not important. What is important is that now it was pouring rain. I had no umbrella. I was carrying a $3,000 DSLR and a 2 foot by 3 foot whiteboard in the pouring rain. 3 blocks. So it began, chat. I stuffed my DSLR in my hoodie, gripped my whiteboard. I didn't, because it's like cork on one side, and I really didn't want to ruin the whole whiteboard material, so I braved it, and I went the 3 blocks, and I got home, and I was soaked, and I was like, great. But we finished the production, and it was actually really sound. I'm honestly really excited for the next Hot Ones episode. I think it's gonna be great. It was worth it. It was a really good production. I'm so excited for it. It felt like a real like production. Like I use these fancy cameras that I've never even like touched before, and I was like in charge of them, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. Anyway, that brings us to today. We filmed 3 days in a row for 3 different projects. Today, no video, only photo. You see, chat, what I've been neglecting to tell you all is I had a photo assignment due tomorrow that I haven't had time to do all week. It's abstract photography. And the one stipulation Brent, my professor, gave us is that it had to be off campus. And we have to shoot it all basically in one go because it has to be of like one location. Kill. If you haven't noticed, I've been a little busy this week. Like Friday, I went to New York. The entire day was like driving and then comedy show and then driving back. No time to photo, no place to photo. Saturday, movie, shopping again, party again. Nowhere to photo, nowhere interesting abstract wise, and also not enough time to photo 72 shots. Sunday, at home, not an interesting place to photo. Gone back to school, still on campus, nowhere interesting to photo. Place that I was filming, 3 blocks that way, still on campus, not interesting, and at night. Monday, classes, all day. Then, more filming at Eagles. Still, could have been cool, but also I was not carrying around a second camera while I was doing my job. Tuesday, filming again, classes again. Do not have time to do film photography project. When am I supposed to do this? But Wednesday night, today, classes, all day. Boom, 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 done. Click, bam, pow. Public transit. Here's the plan, chat. We went back on the subway. Not the subway. We went back onto the SEPTA bus for about 25 blocks. Again. I swiped my card and we went down to a place called the Kimmel Center, which is like a little, not little, it's a very big center for like, it's a big music hall, basically, which is actually a recommendation from my professor for a possible place to shoot. It was a pain in the ass because it was getting dark. My classes end at like 3 and I caught the bus at like almost 4 o'clock and I didn't get there till like 4:45. The sun now likes to go down at like 4:45, so by the time I started shooting, it was already getting dark, and I had to shoot 75 different abstract photos. And my light was dying. The thing about film cameras is that you desperately need light. You can't change the ISO. You can only change the shutter speed and the aperture. The aperture was all the way down the whole time, meaning that it was as light as I could make it. The shutter speed was at the point I'm terrified that my entire roll is going to be all blurry because I was shooting like in 1/8 of a second, which like I should have had a tripod, but I don't. Like I didn't think I would need one, and also didn't think it'd be good to be lugging around more equipment on the bus. Like a giant tripod with me on top of my school bag because I didn't go back to my room, and a camera and everything. That would have been stupid. And so I had to struggle. I'm hoping that I got a few good shots. A lot of them are probably blurry. By the time I got out of there, it was dark. It was night. Great. So it was a rough shoot. We're going to see how the shots turned out tomorrow. I hope good. I have to process them tomorrow in between classes, which is going to be a pain all by itself. Yeah. What an interesting time. Yes, so then we had a fun little time getting out of the Kimmel Center where my phone wasn't figuring out where I was. So I was kind of walking for a couple blocks because it couldn't find where the bus stop was. And I was like, cool. And then I got stopped by some guys. They were like, take my picture, cameraman. Don't make me, or what was it? Like, are you going to make me walk in front of you, cameraman? And I was like, standing at this light, and I was like, please turn green, please turn green, please turn green, please don't turn green. And then I ran. It was great. It was a really fun time. I love downtown Philadelphia, one of the biggest towns in the city, or in the country. It was a little spooky time. I also heard somebody behind me, probably about 20 feet calling for me, like, hey, sir, like, excuse me, sir. They sounded worrisome. And I checked my pockets. I had everything. Like, I had all the things that I had with me. I was like, oh, maybe they think that I dropped something. And I checked my pockets. I had dropped nothing. And I was like, go. And I started speed walking away because I was scared. Because that's how they get you, chat. They start by calling you out and get your attention, and then they try to steal your money or your life. And then I got on the bus again. I finally found the bus. It was fine. And then I had the weirdest interaction on the bus. This is the thing that I mentioned way at the beginning of the stream. I have to keep this brief because I have to leave soon. But I had such a weird interaction on the bus. So I got on the bus, first of all, packed. Like, you could not move. Packed. Like, it was rough. I was like, damn, this is excessive. Which is kind of bad, first of all, in a pandemic. And two, when it's on a bus when you're, like, moving a lot anyway. See, that was a possibility. Honestly, I had, like, that moment of, like, maybe. No, I'm kidding. No, but so it was a tight bus, and I was like, okay, this is uncomfortable, but I only have to go on this for like 25 blocks. I'll be out of here in like 15 minutes. I'll be fine. These two girls get on the bus, and I'm like directly in the middle of the bus. They get on the bus, and they're like right in front of me. So probably like there's two of them. So there's girl A who's here, there's girl B who's here, and then there's me who's here. Probably about 2 feet between me and girl B. We'll call her. Right away, it is very obvious to me that they are looking at me a lot, like glancing over at me and like talking about me. And I'm like, huh, why? Like, what did I do? Because it seemed first like that they had recognized me or something from something. And I was like, there was that little bit in my head that was like, is there a chance that they know me from YouTube or something? Or like, do they know me from something? And I was like, because I genuinely have no idea who they were. And I was like trying to just kind of stand there awkwardly and be like, haha, stop looking at me, weirdos. But yeah, they just kind of kept doing it. And I had that moment, and then I was like, okay, maybe not. Like, I was trying to convince myself, like, all right, they're probably not talking about me, because there was a point when the conversation shifted, and I was like, okay, they're not talking about me. The whole invisible audience syndrome thing, I just think that people are talking about me because I'm the main character of everyone's life. I'm kidding. But I was trying to convince myself, I was like, okay, I'm just kidding myself. They are not talking about me. They didn't even know I was here. But it felt like they had, like, kept glancing over at me and were, like, very aware of me specifically. I was like, okay, I'm just hope one of us gets off soon. And my suspicions were confirmed when girl B, who was again about 2 feet in front of me, here I am, here's girl B, shifts back as girl A takes out her phone and takes a picture of girl B. Like, she does a little thumbs up or something, like pretending like they're taking a picture of her, when they're very clearly taking a picture of me. And they did it twice. The first time they looked at it, and then they did it again, and I made direct eye contact with the camera in the second one. And they didn't say a word. I was like, I went, because I was sitting there like hanging on the thing, and I went, in the second photo. And they just didn't say a word. And the girl even said, like, the girl B said, like, I look so scared. And I was like, if you know me or something, say something, you know? Like, there was some piece of hope of me that was like, there was like some tiny slimmer of hope that I was going to check Discord and see like a picture of us like on the bus and be like, oh my God, you're this person. But yeah, obviously that didn't happen. They were just random people on the bus. And we're like, see, okay, so they think I'm either hot, creepy, or want to steal rob or steal my identity. See, that's the thing. I don't think that's it. Genuinely. Like, I thought that it could be something like that, like a creepy or hot thing. I genuinely don't think it was. The way that they were, like, looking at me and, like, acknowledging me to each other was like they knew me. Like an, oh my God, it's like that, like, that's the guy. Not like an, ooh, like a, he looks weird. Or like, oh, he looks hot kind of thing, which would have been flattering. But no, it was more like a, I mean, thank you, Marshall. I know I'm hot. I looked great. in my Technoblade hoodie. I looked great. I looked ravishing. Um, no, but it felt like they were like, wait, that guy. Like I know, like it seemed like they knew me. Like I don't know. They got off about 5 blocks before me, and I will never see them again.